But for you guys have gotten off to some fast starts this year on a number of occasions. So I got to imagine that's a huge thing you're looking to repeat again this week. And there is head coach of the Middies, Luke Beal, ahead of their matchup tonight with Olmsted Falls. Again, Midview coming off that loss to Elyria Catholic. The Middies 1-2 on the season, looking to get to 500. Olmsted Falls, the Bulldogs at 2-1, looking to improve upon that marks. So we'll step aside, take another break. We come back to put a bow on this thing. It's the WEOL High School Football Forecast Show, Week 4 here on AM 930, 100.3 FM, and we're online at WEOL.com.
Find your next vehicle now with 0% financing at Nick Abraham Buick GMC in Elyria. That's right, 0%, 36-month financing on all 2022 Buicks and GMCs in stock. The selection is terrific, and more are arriving every day. Stop in soon for finance details. Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Route 57 on East Broad Street,
we want to
Elyria.
We'll stick that crowd noise out. Yeah. You gonna wait? Yeah.
Almost time for kickoff here on the WEOL High School Football Forecast Show, AM 930, 100.3 FM. Rocco Nucci, Jared Kozar here with you. Big thanks to all the coaches who joined us tonight for the High School Football Forecast Show. And as we get closer to kickoff, Jared, let's take another look at the big one, Avon at Avon Lake. And I'm looking at this Chronicle Telegram picket line, and I don't even think the sports writers over there at the CT know exactly where to go on this one. They have it ruled 6-5 in favor of Avon Lake, with 11 folks in the picket line picking these matchups every single week. Again, find it in the Chronicle Telegram, but 6 in favor of Avon Lake, just 5 for Avon. Any thoughts on that, Jared?
Yeah, when you get it one right down the middle like that, it's pretty close. Typically I think something like this would normally favor the home team. And so Avon Lake with the 6-5 edge on that maybe makes sense. But I think coming off of a loss to Glenville last week, that is an angry Mike Elder with something to prove and a lot of motivation. Not that you need any in a game like this, but certainly I think they want to put their talents on display over there and steal a victory on the road.
We heard Coach Castelny talking about trying to make Avon uncomfortable. And look, I think their bread and butter certainly comes from running it with Ja'Cory and Caffey, following behind that big offensive line. So I think for Avon Lake, it's trying to make Sam Detilio beat you with that passing game. How do you think that young man will be able to handle things tonight for Avon?
Well, he's got to recover, and it's got to happen fast because, once things start to
For Jared Kozar, I'm Rocco Nucci, saying once again, thank you for listening to the WEOL High School Football Forecast Show. The pregame show is coming your way next, followed by kickoff right around 7 o'clock right here on WEOL. Stick around, enjoy the games, everyone.
930 WEOL, Elyria, Lorraine, Medina.
And 100.3 FM.
Oh, just listen on the app.
And all over the internet.
Gotta get on the internet.
Listen online at WEOL.com.
It's the WEOL Gridiron Clash. Tonight, the Avon Eagles face the Avon Lake Shoremen. It's brought to you by Nick Abraham Buick
We're coming up on our pregame in about 15 seconds.
Lorraine County Community College. Real education for good jobs. Jamie's Carpet Shop in Amherst, Elyria, and Sandusky, serving the area since 1965. Eco Tree Services, your complete tree care.
Scott.
Indoor air quality since 1947. Mallard Creek Golf Club on Route 82.
Coming your way in 30 seconds.
Triple Play Batting in North Ridgeville. Indoor batting, pitching, and fielding. and Lakewood Furnace Company, making homes comfortable for over 100 years. With sideline reports from Stewart's TV and Appliance in Elyria. We're getting set for the Avon Eagles and the Avon Lake Shoremen. But first, the Cobos Insurance pregame show on AM 930, 100.3 FM, the WEOL mobile app, and WEOL.com.
You're up.
A happy and beautiful Friday evening in mid-September to everyone out there in high school football land tonight. Ron Yance, Gary Pelter, Craig Couch with you tonight for the Rivalry game. Not only the top game in the county tonight, definitely the top game in Northeastern Ohio, and arguably the number one matchup in high school football in the state, the great state of Ohio, on a Friday night tonight. It's Avon traveling to Avon Lake at Memorial Stadium here on Route 83, right next to Avon Lake High School, and it's the Shoremen and the Eagles in a rival that over the last, decade plus has turned into a measuring stick for not only these two teams, but programs all around them. Avon Lake comes into the game 3 wins, no losses. They have been dominating. They come in with a 38-0 win over Strongsville, a 35-0 win over Brecksville, and last week here at home, a 38-7 win over St. John the Baptist out of West Islip, New York. Avon comes in 2 wins, 1 loss. Their first win of the year against Goose Creek of South Carolina came at Walt Disney World, in a special matchup set there on the grounds of Disney that turned out to be not so special. After 6 minutes of play, thunder and lightning strike. The game was delayed till 10:30. Then the Goose Creek team decided not to play it, forfeit it to the Eagles, so they get a 7-0 forfeit win. Then they had the shootout at Avon against Medina, one of the top Division I teams in the state this year. 43-42 was the final on that one. The Eagles were a winner, so they're 2-0. Facing the Glenville Tarblooders a week ago, again back home at Avon, and Ted Ginn Sr. brought in his Tarblooders, and they knocked off the Avon Eagles, and the final in that one was 27-21, although the Eagles had the ball at the 10 as time ran out with chances to maybe win the football game. So that's where we stand right now, Gary. Avon Lake 3-0, Avon 2-1, but as they say, and it's true, in a game like this, records don't really matter. It's all about the moment, and it's all about who can produce in the moment. And tonight, we expect a lot of production, don't we?
Oh yes, we definitely do. I think this is going to be a great ball game. Perfect atmosphere tonight. Coach Kostolnik said, well, it's a little bit warm out here. Because once that sun goes down, it's going to be perfect weather for football out here tonight. Perfect conditions, and I'm expecting to see a great football game, Ron.
When you look at what these two programs have done over the last several years, Avon Lake has made 23 state playoff appearances. Avon has made 13 straight. Avon Lake won the state football championship in 2003. They were runner-ups in 2004. Avon has been to 5 straight Final Fours. Gary, we called that Final Four game against Akron-Hoban last year on a snowy night at Byers Field in Parma. Mike Elder has said, Elder being the head football coach at Avon, that when he took this job 16 years ago, he looked at the program that Dave DeLugos had built here in Avon Lake, and he wanted to model his program in Avon off of Avon Lake's success under Coach DeLugos. And he certainly has done that. And it's interesting tonight, Coach DeLugos long retired, but his son Andrew is the defensive coordinator for Avon Lake, and the young mastermind behind this defense that has just stifled people leading into Week 4.
Well, you talk about the history of these two programs and how they've been modeled almost in a parallel fashion. They've played each other 3 times in the playoffs in the last 6 years, which that's a testament to their success as well. And every year this is a good ball game, and it's for bragging rights. And we've talked about it. It's for bragging rights over the railroad tracks over there and the borderline.
The Norfolk Southern Railroad tracks they cross Route 83. As you head into Avon Lake from Avon, it's the only way you can get in if you're coming that way. And they'll play for the Rail Trophy tonight. The Kiwanis clubs of both Avon and Avon Lake have presented these teams over the years. It's a cutout of a railroad track. It's a rail, shiny silver, buffed and chromed, and they'll play for that trophy tonight. Avon Lake marching Shoremen on the far track, marching in front of the Avon stands, and the Eagles booing them with a nice warm welcome. Both teams ready to meet at midfield as the captains will meet. They'll flip the coin. They'll find out who will receive in the first half, who will defend, We're going to take a time out here on the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show, and when we come back, we'll talk to head coach Matt Kostelnik, the leader of the Shoreman football team. That's next on the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show.
A complete, detailed scouting report from an expert can be the key to victory. That's just what great independent insurance agents deliver. They scout insurance companies for you and recommend winners like Grange.
I'm going to do 4 spots since we have 44 spots tonight.
All right.
League-leading coverage. Call Cobos Insurance Center today at 324-3732 or visit their website at cobosinms.com.
Hey, products not available in all states.
How are you? Need to improve how your property looks? Call EcoTree Services. Hi, this is Camille Ford, radio voice in the cab. EcoTree second-generation family arborists really know their business. They came out to my house, took out some drops.
And we need to make sure all those mics are turned down out there.
Or cleaning up the mess. I'm not the only one saying that the place looks great. Have EcoTree Services improve your property. Learn more online at ecotreeservices.com.
If you're in a car accident, you know the insurance companies have lawyers looking out for them. So let our experienced injury attorneys look out for you. Gallon, Tackus, and Boisenall, 440-538-6033 or gallonlaw.com.
Semi-truck accidents are devastating and often deadly. Insurance companies pressure you to settle quickly. Our experienced trial attorneys can battle insurance companies for you. It's what we do. Gallon, Tackus, and Boisenall, 440-538-6033, gallonlaw.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Elkhorn, along with Chris Zeitler, owner of Jamie's Carpet Shop, Lorain County's oldest full-service flooring store.
We're locally owned and in business for over 50 years.
Okay, last spot coming back out to you after this.
It's in carpet, tile, laminate, vinyl, and hardwood flooring.
Last season, Jamie's Carpet Shop raised $1,500 for Second Harvest Food Bank, and this year, Jamie's is again proud to sponsor Touchdowns to Tackle Hunger.
Visit Jamie's Carpet Shop soon in Amherst, Elyria, and Sandusky, serving the area since 1965.
This is the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show on WEOL.
Welcome down on the field at Memorial Stadium here in Avon Lake for tonight's big game on AM 930 WEOL, but maybe the biggest game in Northeastern Ohio tonight. I don't think it's a stretch to say. Maybe the biggest game in the state. It's Avon Lake hosting Avon. And as we speak right now, you can hear the early arrivals of the student section cheering on the Shoremen as they come out in their all-black uniforms. Coach Kostelnik, why don't we start with that, the reason for all-black tonight and the whole story behind it.
Well, to be honest with you, I've wanted black uniforms since I was a player here. So, and then when we were getting an alternative a few years ago, my coaching staff outvoted me 9-1 that they wanted the gray uniforms. And this year we had an opportunity to make black uniforms happen, but I wanted to, I didn't want to make it just another uniform. And so we decided to honor Captain Metters and really make it more of a military. These are our military uniforms, wear them once a year, honor our servicemen, honor the 66, our only retired number.
Mike Metters' number. Died in the Iraq War in 2008.
And so it was a good opportunity to get it done, and thankfully my football booster, my football club, pulled it all together.
Back in black, playing on the loudspeakers right now. Timing is everything.
It really is. It really is.
Are you an AC/DC fan?
I am, actually. It was funny. Hopefully Thunderstruck doesn't come on because the boys will freak out, because anytime Thunderstruck would come on, they have to do, every time they say thunder, they have to do a push-up and they have to hold a plank for the entire song.
So muscle memory, they'll just hop right into that.
Or they'll look at me scared.
Yeah. Matt, let's talk about tonight's game. It's always and I say pleasure because it truly is a rivalry game where it's just, both communities are jacked up. This is always a big night, isn't it? A huge week. And sometimes a huge 364 days leading up to the 365th.
Yeah, I mean, rivalry is rivalry. I mean, it's two great communities, a lot of mutual respect, a lot of people who live in one teaching the other, vice versa. Coach Elder's done a great job over the years in putting stuff together, and, we're looking to continue this rivalry.
You're 3-0 coming into this football game. Haven't been challenged yet. Most of your starters have only played a half in each of those 3 games. Tonight, that obviously won't be the situation. So, extending your team out, How much do you look forward to that, to see what they can do in 4 quarters, to see what they can do with a little bit more rhythm than they've had in the first 3 games?
Well, first thing we got to figure out, can we handle adversity? I think we've got a lot of great players that can do a lot of great things, but we got to see what we can do when our back's against the wall, and we know what happens. There's going to be that moment where the storm's coming. Last year was the entire second half was that storm, and so we got to weather that storm and take advantage of our matchups when we get them and fight like hell. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we can bring to the table and go for 4 full quarters. Now we also look at the positive. We've got a lot of young guys in those 3 games, so hopefully we can use some of that depth to our advantage and play really well.
What do you look forward to tonight in your team, Matt? What are you excited about?
I'm really excited to see how our defense, our speed on defense matches up against their run game. Because really that's going to be the big key to the game, in my opinion, that if we can slow down their run game, force them into passing situations, it'll put us in a position to be successful in the 4th quarter. And then offensively, it's just straight execution, making sure our athletes get the ball downfield. And if we can make all that happen, again, the last 5 out of the last 6 games have come down to the final drive. And so we want to be in the driver's seat when that happens.
You've got a healthy offense this year, and it's something you really didn't have in most of the second half of last season, isn't it?
Yeah, we were banged up quite a bit last year, whether it was our quarterback had COVID in this game last year, and we had to put Jake Paul in, who did a great job. And
your receiver had a broken arm the last 6 games. So the offense, 35, 38, 35, something like that in the first 3 games. They have been putting on a show, haven't they?
They have, and tonight will be a big test. We got a freshman starting at tackle and a sophomore starting at center. So, and another junior starting at guard. So it's gonna be one of those nights that we're really gonna figure out what do we got, who are we, and come out on the right side of this.
Matt, at like 5:35 tonight, so that would be a full hour and 25 minutes before the game. The ticket sales were at 5,100, and obviously that'll go up a little bit in the 90 minutes before kickoff. That kind of, you got a smile on your face right now when I say that. That's something to play under, isn't it?
Well, I told the kids coming into this game, I go, listen, even if some of you guys go off to Division II, Division I, 1AA, even MAC schools, you're not going to see a crowd size this, so enjoy it. That this many people care from both of our communities care about sports this much, and they're willing to come out and sacrifice their Friday night to watch a game. So enjoy it, embrace the moment, play fast, play physical, and be a good teammate.
Matt Kostelnik, the head football coach at Avon Lake High School. Good luck tonight, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Combine over a century of quality with today's technology, and you have Lakewood Furnace Company. They are your energy experts in home heating and cooling. Lakewood Furnace Company provides you with today's best, most dependable, most technically advanced equipment available.
Here we go. This is the pregame interview with Coach Mike Elder at Avon High. Mike just talked a little louder than normal because the noises. But here we go. Coming down in 3, 2.
They've been making homes comfortable for 107 years.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers.
Again, I'm going to play 4 spots.
To technology, companies turn to
Caleb Keffer, who tragically lost his life in an automobile accident. Please join us for a moment of silence.
Thank you. Please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem of the United States of America, performed by the Avon and Avon Lake marching bands, conducted by the Avon band director, Mr. Aaron Jacobs.
On the sidelines right now with Avon Head football coach Mike Elder. Coach Elder, welcome to Avon Lake. It's a beautiful night, and I don't know if you're getting a cut on the T-shirt sales, but Lake Forever is selling well on that other sideline, and you're the inventor of that term. So are you getting a cut on the T-shirt sales?
I heavily doubt I'm going to get any cut, but I like it. I like it. Like I've told many people, this is a rivalry built on respect, and as long as I'm at Avon, people will know that. You know, when I got here, we modeled ourselves after their program and what they've accomplished. So this is a celebration of two communities, and the bantering back and forth, South, Lake, all those things are fun for kids when done the right way. And I think both communities usually handle this the right way, and it's why it's one of the greatest rivalries in high school football.
You know, just standing here tonight, just to our left, two moms walked up, one wearing an Avon, colored shirt, one wearing a Avon Lake colored shirt. They're walking together, clearly friends. Your JV coach, or one of your line coaches, was the head football JV coach at Avon Lake High School last year. I mean, there's just those stories in and out of this whole thing. Max Seipel, one of the guys on your staff, a former player here at Avon Lake. So it really is unique, isn't it? I mean, the Norfolk Southern Railroad track separates the two communities. You play for a rail trophy tonight, and tomorrow morning somebody's going to wake up in a happy mood, someone's going to wake up with work to do.
No question. Coach Koselnik and I were talking before the game. We're both Mount Union graduates, and so we share that common bond, and Larry Karras in our lives. But ironically, about 6-7 years ago, he came in my office. We were interviewing for a social studies job, and he credits me with him getting his teaching job here at Lake because we were going to hire him. I couldn't wait to get him in for an interview, and they stepped ahead and hired him before I got a chance to bring him in, which was a smart move on their part because he's a great coach and a great person. And unfortunately, we didn't get him and steal him, but we did get Coach Seipel, and we're proud of that.
What do you expect, or I guess, what do you hope for tonight? What are you looking for? What are you excited about with your team? Let's start.
Well, first off, last week we lost the game to Cleveland Glenville, and so anytime you lose a football game, it's a long 7 days waiting to play again. And so our kids are hungry. Our kids recognize the things that we did to leave some opportunities to win that game out on the field. We don't make excuses in Avon, but losing week one has kind of set us back a little bit. So we're a work in progress. Our kids know that we're not a great football team yet. I think by the end of the year, I hope I'm having a different conversation with you. And we're not a great football team tonight. I promise you that. We're not there yet, but we just got to be better than a Shoreman tonight.
But you got all the pieces that you want to, that you have put in place that you expect big things from, don't you?
No question. We've got great players, and we've got great kids from great families, and we have a wonderful coaching staff. And so, we build this thing to try to win late into the playoffs, and we try to play a lot of guys and build depth. We have a formula that we do things by, and it's worked for us, and we're going to keep doing it that way. But we're week 4 right now, and if we're not better in week 10, then they should get a new head coach. We will be by that time. But I'm just hoping right now in this moment, week 4 is good enough. Our good in week 4 is good enough to beat our rivals.
Mike, defensively tonight for your team, you look across the field, and some could question the talent of the schedule so far for Avon Lake. 35 points, 38 points, 35 points. Their offense have put up on their opponents. But they do have some weapons over there, don't they?
Yeah, I don't question their schedule. I see the players they have. I see the talent they have. When you hold 3 opponents in 12 quarters to 7 points, I don't care who you're playing. That's great defense. And then on the offensive side of the ball, their quarterback is a year more mature. He throws a great ball. They have weapons all over the place at wide receiver. So we've got our hands, we've got our work cut out for us and our hands full tonight. But we're excited for the opportunity. We've got great players too. I think we've played some challenging teams, but in this game, honestly, I don't really care what their record is or what ours is or who has better players. It's a rivalry game, so it's about who executes and plays harder tonight.
You and I are standing on the 3.5-yard line, facing the east. In your voice right now, you seem so jacked, so wound up. I think if I timed you in a 100-yard dash right now the other way, you might do fairly well. What do you think your time would be, Mike, in the 100-yard dash with your emotions right now?
I wouldn't make it there. I'm 50 years old, and I don't run very well anymore. But it's funny you say that because I'm trying really hard as a coach. I'm an emotional guy. I played the game with a lot of emotion and adrenaline pumping through my body. As a coach, I've done that. But sometimes it doesn't serve me well with officials and game management. So I've really worked hard this year to try to be more relaxed. And so if you sense that from me, I got to go and relax and do some yoga after this game.
I want to see you in a yoga class. Mike
water
Elder, the
right
head
in
football
front of
coach
you
at Avon
using
High School, his
freshly
Eagles
baked
at
bread,
Memorial Stadium in
select
Avon Lake
sauces,
tonight to take on the Shoremen.
and a variety of
And what I
delicious
think is not only the
toppings.
top game in
Stop
Lorraine
by your
County,
local
Northeast
Subway
Ohio, maybe in the
and have a
entire
healthy
state tonight.
breakfast,
It's a
lunch,
beautiful
or
Friday
dinner.
night. Stay with us on WEOL AM 930. More high school football from Avon Lake coming up next.
All right, guys.
Thank you, young man.
Your home should be comfortable. Call Luxury Heating Company, your local trained comfort specialist, now celebrating their 75th anniversary. Family owned and operated since 1947, Luxury Heating Company is known for honest service, friendly customer care, quality craftsmanship, and reliable products. Air duct cleaning too. Call now or visit luxuryheatingco.com. Protect yourself from rising energy costs with a new
Avon Lake Shoremen!
It's hard to stop a train.
The Shoremen!
Columbia Station. From its 56 championship hole, fully stocked coat shop, driving range and sweating lanes, to the world-famous hot dogs, three-time winner of the Plain Village Hot Dog Award, thank you very much. Mallard Creek is a great place to enjoy with your friends. Call for tea times or visit themallardcreek.com. Hey, when you book online and save 10%, that's themallardcreek.com. Enjoy great golf, friends, and fun at the dock.
It's tailgate season, and Mike Bass Ford is proud to support our local football team.
Let's welcome also the Avon High School Eagles.
To see our incredible lineup of new and used vehicles. At Mike Bass Ford, we take pride in our community and wish all of our local schools the best this season and throughout the school year. If you want a large selection and a great deal at a convenient location, Mike Bass Ford is your hometown dealership. Get a great deal and a great deal more than Mike Bass Ford.
Neighborhood Alliance has been around since...
Last spot.
And because they are continually expanding their programs, people don't realize all that they do.
So we'll talk and lead into one more spot for you before kickoff. Is that how you'd like it?
Find out more about their childhood.
Usually we take a break when they do the anthem.
They've already
In
done it.
junior varsity football, the Avon Lake Shoremen junior varsity squad takes on the Avon Eagles tomorrow in Avon. The game begins at 10 o'clock a.m. That's Avon Lake in Avon tomorrow morning at 10.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Avon Lake. Tonight on AM 930 WEOL, it's the game of the night, the game of the season so far, and maybe the game in the state tonight. We are now in week 4 of high school football. It is Avon Lake and Avon in the rivalry that is separated only by a railroad track. The North Southern runs around Route 83, separates these two communities, and Route 83 tonight, if you were on Route 83 trying to get north to Avon Lake, from Avon, it was a slow ride. Cars stack up, almost parked on the highway, waiting to get into the parking lot here at the high school, or finding a community neighborhood nearby the stadium to park on the side of the street and walk to this Memorial Football Stadium. It is a wonderful night, a great rivalry, and we are expecting a fantastic football game tonight here from Memorial Stadium in Avon Lake. I'm Ron Yantz. Gary Pelter will join me as always with the call from the press box. Craig Couch is on the field. He'll be our sideline reporter tonight. We'll hear from Craig all night long in the Stewart Appliance sideline reports. We want to thank the coaches and thank Neighborhood Alliance for the Talk with the Coach in our pregame show. Talk with the Coach brought to you by Neighborhood Alliance. Neighborhood Alliance, it improves lives of Lorain County residents every day. Avon won the toss. They have elected to kick it off here to start the football game. The Shoremen will get the ball first. There's still 2 minutes and 43 seconds left on the pregame clock. But the Eagles and their kickoff team are set on the field. They've got the tee down. They're looking for the football. And the Shoremen are, I think at this point, Gary, wondering, is this going to start before the clock says it's ready? So we're going to find that out right now as the official talks to the kicker for the Avon Eagles, Seth Warwick. But, Gary, let's talk about this game. And Craig, if you're on the sideline and ready, let's bring you into this conversation as well.
I see Craig down there around the 30-yard line. He might be ready.
Craig Couch, can you hear us?
Yes, good evening, Ron.
So, Craig, give us a feeling from the sideline right now.
Oh, man, I tell you what a tremendous atmosphere. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better night for a high school football game in Northeast Ohio. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's very comfortable. Barely a breeze down here. The sun is starting to set. Both teams are amped up, ready to go. The stands absolutely packed. I don't know what the capacity is here at the stadium, but you have sold-out grandstands on both sides of the field and standing room around the fence that circles the field. And, of course, you'd expect nothing less for this rivalry game.
Well, Craig, I can tell you this. The capacity, as far as the seats are concerned, at Avon Lake's Memorial Stadium, seating only is 4,714 seats. As of 5:30 this afternoon, an hour and a half, a full hour and a half before kickoff, tickets sold were already at 5,100 and counting. So you're right. The seats will be full, and the rest, 400 to 500 to 600 to 700 people, will be standing around the field, along the track, along the chain link fence that surrounds this track. It will be 2 and 3 deep along that chain link fence. So, Craig, you're going to need a director of traffic down there tonight, I think, to get in and out, maybe a lead blocker.
We're going to have to start calling in the people that do crowd estimates at the Woolly Bear Festival for some of these games. I mean, the amount of people that have piled into this facility is just amazing. And the atmosphere is absolutely electric down here.
Well, looks like we're set to go. The official stretching his legs, standing at the 41, next to Avon's kicker, who's standing at his own 40. It's Seth Warwick.
Well, we've hit 7 o'clock, and we're ready to go.
Two Shoremen back at their own 5, Wade Nelson and Anthony Benedict, ready to return it for Avon Lake. Warwick awaits the handoff from the official. Avon in their whites tonight. Purple numerals, trimmed in gold and purple on their shoulder pads. Gold helmets trimmed in purple and white with the eagle on each side. The football has been handed off to Warwick, and we're ready to start this football game. Avon Lake wearing black tonight, honoring Mike Metters, a former Shoreman football player who died fighting for his country in Iraq in 2008. These are the honor jerseys that the Shoremen will wear as the seasons go on. The kickoff is off. The fans are ready. The teams are ready. We're ready for football. And it goes into the end zone, and the Shoremen will bring it out to the 25-yard line. That was Wade Nelson that caught it in the end zone. So the Shoremen will start on offense first. So far this season, in 3 games, they've gone over 1,000 yards in total offense. They average over 6 yards per play, 347 yards per game. On the scoreboard, they've put up 38 points, 35 points, and 38 points. They have been untested so far as we enter week 4. But standing across to them on the 20-yard line, ready to defend them, is an Avon Eagle defense that is mostly back, rock solid from a year ago when Avon went all the way to the Final Four. Opening snap is ready. Zick with the handoff. Krukowski takes it right side. He's out on the edge, up to the 29, and they'll mark him at the 30.5-yard line. It's an opening 10-yard gain for Avon Lake.
Run out of bounds by number 50.
That's a good way to start the ball game. You get a handoff and a nice pickup of 10 yards and a first down right off the bat.
Well, that right side is led by a right tackle, Gary and Craig, that is a freshman. 6'5", 263-pound freshman, Maxwell Riley. He wears number 76. So, Craig, you can watch his progress as the game goes on. Starting as a freshman on a Shoreman football team that's undefeated in the rivalry game tonight. Zick with the handoff, going to keep it, going to run it himself. There's a flag on the play. Zick's going to lose 2 yards, and where that flag came from, it's probably a holding.
And he's brought down by number 2.
Well, Avon Lake starting out with a formation that we have not seen a whole lot of. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 on each side of the quarterback, at least early on in the ball game. We'll see if that continues throughout the evening, but so many times nowadays, Ron, you see 1 back in the backfield, if any backs at all.
Holding on the Shoreman, so they're going to march him off 10. That'll take the ball from the 31. They'll make it a spot call, so it'll drive it all the way back inside the 20. Ball's marked at the 18. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 31. Actually, it's back to the 14. It's first in a whole bunch, 26 from the 14-yard line. Jeremy Zick, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. One back with him. Fake, pass out, left flat, it's incomplete. If there's one thing that the Shoremen are extremely deep at talent-wise this year, and this is a talented team, maybe the most depth in talent is at wide receiver. They've got Matthew Stewie, who many people expect to receive all Ohio honors this year. Isaac Richardson, Keegan Ruddick, Pearden Pepe, tight end and Carter Sargent. Got a lot of weapons for Jeremy Zick to throw to. 2nd and 26. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Zick is in the shotgun. Here comes that Avon defensive front. Pocket collapses, and Zick is sacked at his 8-yard line. Amin Abdul, first-team All-County a year ago, got to the quarterback and sacked him back at the 8-yard line. So this has gone completely backwards for Avon Lake. That opening run by Jason Krukowski that went for 10.5 yards set him up at the 31, but a holding call, an incomplete pass, and now that sack. They're looking at 3rd and 31. And here's a situation where you just don't want to turn the ball over deep in your end zone. Little screen pass over the middle. It's Stewie. Stewie with a block at the 15. Picked up there at the 15 by an aggressive Avon defense. Tommy Tacek coming up and hitting him and running him out of bounds. Joining Tacek that time was Ethan Holbrook. So Stewie's going to get to the 16. He'll pick up a few, but a long ways away from a first down, and the Shoremen will punt.
Yeah, he picked up about 8 yards, which would, under normal circumstances, be a nice pickup, but they had a long ways to go for that first down. They weren't even close. Now that brings up a 4th down, and according to the scoreboard, 23 yards.
Number 15.
Holbrook and Garcia back at midfield to return it for Avon. This is Ian Walsh to punt it. Punt is off. It's a pretty good one. Fielded at the 45. There's a marker down. Actually, it's just a ball mark. And immediately on the tackle for the Shoremen, they tackle the Eagles at the 46. They'll mark it at the 47, and that's where Avon will start, Gary, with great field position to start their first offensive possession. And the Shoreman defense will be tested early. Let's talk about that defense. It has been unbelievably outstanding this year. In 3 games, they've given up only a total of 203 yards. As a matter of fact, in the Brecksville game, they gave up a total of -1 yards in total offense for the entire game. That tied an all-time record at Avon Lake High School. As a matter of fact, a record that was set when Matt Kostelnik was playing safety for the Shoremen against Bay way back in 2003. So this is Avon. Sam DiTilio is in the shotgun. DiTilio will give it to Caffey, rolling right. Caffey trying to get an opening. Caffey inside the 45, and he's down at the 43.
Jacorian Caffey brought down by number 2, Jason Krukowski.
Jacorian Caffey last year went for nearly 1,500 yards rushing. He was 2nd team All-Ohio. He's a junior.
Go ahead, Ron.
Nope, Gary.
I was going to say you were talking about that Avon Lake defense. I'll get to my thought after this play.
Caffey again, and Caffey's tripped up at the 45. Nice play by the Avon Lake defender, Jason Krukowski. Krukowski, coming from his Sam linebacker spot, came up and tripped Caffey at the 45. It'll be 3rd and 8.
I was going to say you were talking about that Avon Lake defense, and they have only given up 7 points, 1 touchdown through 3 games so far, and that's almost unheard of. You don't see teams doing that. Eventually you're going to give up some points here and there, and they've only given up 1 touchdown so far in 3 games, Ron.
So DiTilio's in the shotgun at his 50. He'll get the ball. It's a quarterback draw. Set play. Coming up, sticking him for the defense at the 41, and the Shoreman will stop DiTilio short. Several Shoremen came up to make that hit. Kevin Baker, along with Jason Krukowski, and Jeremy Broush, their linebacker. Avon will go for it. They're at the Shoreman 41. It's 4th and 4. Caffey in the backfield with DiTilio. Avon Lake jumped off sides. They got Avery Viancourt to jump, and that's exactly what they were looking to do. They needed 4. They're going to get 5 on the penalty, and that will give Avon a first down.
And Avon gets their first down the easy way.
Well, Avery Viancourt is a name you'll hear often this year. He plays at a different speed than everyone else. He's only 190 pounds at the defensive end spot, but he is lightning quick, strong, aggressive. He's an all-Ohio caliber player. DeTilio over the middle to the fullback. Caught at the 38, brought up to the 36-yard line. That catch and run was by Evan Huff. It will pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Avon.
31-yard line of the Shoremen and brought down by number 10, Derek McCrum, along with number 83, Avery Viancourt.
First drive of the game for Avon.
2nd down, 5 Eagles.
Shoreman went 4 plays and out. They picked up a first down on their very first run, then went backwards. Caffey will get the handoff straight up the middle. Caffey met at the line of scrimmage at the 30, and he is stopped there. He'll maybe pick up a yard, setting up 3rd and 4.
Jason Krakowski. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another 3rd down situation, 3rd and 4 again.
3rd down, 4 Eagles.
Huff in the slot will move in motion. Caffey in the backfield with his quarterback DeTilio. DeTilio fake to Caffey, going to pass over the middle, wide open, and in for a touchdown. The Eagles are on the board first. Cam Santee. Everyone sat on the run. Santee got behind the defensive backs, and the Eagles are on the board first.
30-yard pass for a touchdown, and like you said it, Ron, Eagles get on the board, and that's the 2nd touchdown of the year that the Avon Lake Shoremen have given up, and they've given it up early here on the Eagles' first possession of the ball game.
7:27 on that first quarter clock with that opening touchdown drive by the Eagles of Avon. Seth Warwick, point after touchdown, is up, and it is good. Let's go down to Craig Couch on the sideline. Craig, your viewpoint on that touchdown.
With 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Well, for starters, Ron, just a fantastic play call on the part of the Eagles. You know, they kind of lull you to sleep by handing it off to Caffey, which you expect. He's such a tremendous running back. And then they find the receiver wide open over the middle. I'm sure that that's a play that they worked on several times throughout the course of this week in preparation of this ball game. He was so open. Nice pass by DeTilio, but guys, any one of us probably could have completed that one. That's how much space he had.
Craig Couch, that sideline report brought to you now and all night long and all season long by Stewart Appliance. Sideline report, Stewart's TV and Appliance, the name brands that you trust, free delivery, financing, and they service what they sell. Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. So it's 7-0 Avon. 7:27 left to play in this opening quarter. Daylight still among us here at Memorial Stadium. Sun sets in the west here. The field is running east to west. And Avon is kicking right into the sun. It will go deep into the end zone. The Shoremen will have the football at their own 20. Well, Gary, Coach Kostelnik talked to us in the pregame show about his team will need to face adversity for the first time, having a competitive football game. And they certainly have seen it in the opening drive as Avon has gone down, marched down, and scored an opening drive touchdown.
You're right, Ron. They came out, and we'll see how Avon Lake comes out and answers this. Offensively, they struggled in their first possession offensively, starting out with a 10-yard run and then went backwards several plays. See if they can come out now offensively and answer this Avon touchdown.
High snap, handoff Wade Nelson. Nelson outside the right side, penalty flag on the field.
Hands off to Nelson.
I can tell you this, Matthew Stewie, their talented wide receiver, is looking like the guilty party. He looked back at the official and just kind of gave him the really, and it's a hold on Avon Lake. So another big run by the Shoremen, or at least a positive run, positive yards, will be returned through a holding penalty. Nelson had carried the ball to the 27-yard line. It would set up a 2nd and 3. Now they're back on the 10 for a 1st and 20. You know, a year ago when they played this game in Avon, a game that the Shoremen won 30-24, Avon Lake had 2 times as many penalties in that game as Avon did. Avon had 1 more turnover. And the Shoremen held on for a 6-point win. Zick in the shotgun by himself. Going to get rushed, avoids the sack, and can't avoid the second rush.
Out of the gun,
First one he ducked,
5-yard line.
coming in to get him, was Jake Arikovic. And the second one that got him was Ryan Bingham.
It looked like that defensive front four for the Eagles did a little shifting, a little stunting right before the snap of the ball, and quite possibly those offensive linemen got their signals crossed as far as who was supposed to pick up who, and that left an open man down there to come up with a big defensive play for the Eagles.
2nd and 25. It's tough when you're in these long yardage situations, especially when you're backed up to your end zone, to really have any type of production. Handoff up the middle to Jason Krukowski. He's met right away at the 5-yard line. The line of scrimmage, he gets nothing. It'll be 3rd and 25. This is shaping up, at least first quarter-wise, to be a very Jim Tressel-style-like field possession battle in this football game. Tressel loved to play field position, play defense, hold a team deep in their own end, get a punt, have a short field to play on, and turn it into points. That's exactly how it's working out for Mike Elder and his coaching staff right now early on, first 7 minutes of this opening quarter. So Zick standing at his goal line. He's got 5 receivers in a set, quarterback draw, a lot of open space in the middle. He needs to get a long run. He needed to get almost 30 yards. He picked up about 20. He got back to the 20, so give him 15. It sets up a 4th and 10, and the Shoremen will punt, Gary, but at least they won't be punting out of their own end zone.
I was going to say, they were backed up within the shadows of their own goalpost back there, and Zick picked up, that was a nice run, picked up 15 yards, and I don't think that the Avon Eagles were expecting that defensively. They just went back and they were playing some defense, and Zick went right up the middle, picked up a nice chunk of yardage, but way short of the first down.
Good rush by Avon, nice punt by the Shoremen, fielded by Ethan Holbrook. Ethan down the far sideline, Avon sideline to the 40, 35-30, and he's tackled at the 28. Holbrook with a great return. Had to catch that one almost Willie Mays style over his back. Turned it up to his left, which went right towards his bench on the southern side of the stadium, and he picked up big yards all the way down to the 29. And that's where Avon will start their second drive.
On a stop for the Shoremen, number 36, Landon Lydiard.
Incidentally, where he returned that football to was 1 yard, was 1 yard short of where the first down would have been.
DeTilio, the 5'11 senior quarterback, last year threw for 29 touchdowns. He already has 1 today. That's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Keegan Hazik. DeTilio went left.
to about the 48. Then brought down by number 18, Nolan Good. Along with number 17, Connor Wilson. Nebraska left behind the line of scrimmage. A couple of Eagles with number 50 on Good. That'll bring up a third down and 5 now for the Sherman.
I got the great shot.
Great pass play by the Eagles, but this one's comeback. Gets it inside the 20. Around by number 10, Derek McClung, along with number 5, Kevin Baker.
Jar, are you there? Anyone at
number 28, Jacorian, Kathy.
Can anyone hear me?
Kathy called at the 20-yard line.
Oh. Can anyone at TriCaster hear me?
4 times already in this ball game.
4th and 3. DeTilio will call for the snap. Now he'll take a moment, look to his sideline toward his coach. Avon Lake has called a timeout. They want to talk it over. When we come back, with 51 seconds left in this opening quarter, it's 7 for Avon, nothing for the Shoremen of Avon Lake. And Avon's 4th and 3 at the Avon Lake 11. You're listening to high school football on AM 930 WEOL. Commercial break.
Hi, this is Tim Elkhorn, radio play-by-play voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Triple play batting is now open in North Ridgeville. Indoor hitting, pitching, and fielding for baseball and softball. Triple play is more than just hitting. Use your rental time for pitching and fielding as well. Coaches, use 1 cage for hitting, 1 for pitching, and 1 for fielding for a complete team practice. Rates and specials available at tripleplaybatting.com.
You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash.
Well, Gary and Craig, they can give you the official attendance.
Great stuff.
All right. Brent Shrimp, athletic director at Avon Lake High School, has texted me. It's 5,575 at the gate tonight. For Avon, 4th and 3 from the Shoreman 11. DeTilio on the shotgun, looking left, passing left. Ball deflected at the line of scrimmage, and the Shoremen have held again. I think it was Avery Byencourt, their All-Ohio defensive end.
Well, they had a couple of guys in the pattern over there on the left side of the field, and it looked like there was some guys breaking open, but the defensive linemen up front, they did a nice job of knocking that football up into the air, and it falls harmlessly to the turf.
So here are the Shoremen, Gary. Here are the Shoremen at their own. I mean, you got to be thinking to yourself, if you're an Avon Lake offensive player, hey, isn't this field 100 yards? Isn't there more to it than just this little section that we've been kept in the entire game? Nelson with a handoff, breaks outside, up over the 20. He went right, and he got it up to the 21. Wade Nelson needed 10, he got 9.
Well, you talk about that, Ron. They picking up Avon Lake being in their end of the end zone or the end of the field for a lot of this ball game. The Eagles have to be going, man, we've been down here all this time and we've only got 7 points.
I was just going to say, Gary, if you needed a litmus test for this Avon Lake defense, I think they've met it, because Avon has been in their kitchen the entire night, and the Shoreman defense has only given up 1 touchdown. They have been in unbelievably good field position, they meaning the Avon Eagles, and the Shoreman defense has given up only 1 score. The first quarter clock has hit 0, a new 12. We're on it for the second quarter. Ron Yance, Gary Pelter, Craig Couch with you tonight on AM 930 WEOL. It's the game of the night all across the state. Stick with us. It's 7-0 Avon as we head to the second quarter.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agency.
You think we can get in 2 here?
Protect your auto and business.
Sure, go ahead.
Insurance Center considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Cobos Insurance Center today or visit their website at Cobos.
And he said, let there be light.
Products not available in all states.
Are your trees storm ready? Hi, this is Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs, talking about Eco-Tree Services. Eco-Tree second-generation family arborists know their business. They remove weeds and damaged limbs from the trees around you, leaving your tree healthier, stronger, and ready for any kind of weather. From pruning and shaping to tree and stump removal, make Eco-Tree Services your complete tree care company. Learn more online at ecotreeservices.com.
You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash.
Wade Nelson got the handoff in 2nd and 1 for the Shoreman from the 21, got up short of the 22. That Avon defense was stout. So it's going to be 3rd in the length of the football for the Avon Lake Shoreman. Austin Mitchell, defensive tackle, along with Moose Frombach, Amin Abdul along that defensive front for Avon. Tight splits for both teams. Zick will keep it on the quarterback keep. Needed the length of the football. He'll get that plus a little bit more. as the line is pushed forward to the 23-yard line. That's where they'll mark it.
With the quarterback,
It'll be a new 1st and 10 for Avon Lake.
The keeper.
So, Gary,
they got the first down, but they
you're a
deserve
Shorman
that.
offensive player right now. What's going through your head?
Want to keep it going. That was a very hard-earned first down, but they got the first down, and that's the key to getting a drive going, is getting some first downs. They haven't been able to string anything really together so far throughout this early part of the ball game. We got 1 quarter in the books, and they've only got 2 first downs. Now they've got 3, I should say.
Zick in the passing formation. He'll hand it off. Fake handoff to Nelson. There's a whistle before the play, and it's a procedure call on Avon Lake.
And this is something that's been shooting the Shoreman in the foot.
Can't get out of the way of themselves right now. I mean, holding, procedure, holding. They'll back it up to the 17. It'll be 1st and 15. There are 2 Stewies in the game right now for Avon Lake, both wide receivers. Matthew Stewie, the talented senior, projected as an All-Ohio player this year. And his younger brother, Luke Stewie, a sophomore. He'll split out wide to the left of quarterback Jeremy Zick. Zick will keep it. Quarterback keep. Zick to the 19. And he's brought down there after a pickup of just a few yards. It was Matt Fisher with a tackle for Avon.
Number 20, Matt Fisher.
Zick's going to pick up 1 yard.
Second down, 14 Shoreman.
Keegan Ruddick back in the game for Avon Lake. Shoreman have been unable to really get into a rhythm passing the football because of that front rush. Here comes a linebacker blitz. Hand off to Nelson. Beat the blitz. Nelson in the opening to the 40, to the 50. It's a foot race. Wade Nelson is going to go all the way. 81 yards. No flags. Avon blitzed. Avon Lake had the right call. And Wade Nelson with an 81-yard touchdown scamper in his hip pocket.
Huge play for Avon Lake. They finally broke it open. They take that 81 yards for their first score of the ball game, and pending the extra point, we could have a tie ball game here, Ron.
Avon blitzed the linebacker to the left side of the Avon Lake line, right between the center and the right guard. That play went into the center, or right between the center and the left guard. That play went between the center and the right guard. It was perfectly timed. If that handoff goes to the left side, he's stuffed immediately. It went to the right side, and he was off to the races.
Andy did a nice job of outrunning the Avon defender. They would turned it into a foot race right there.
At midfield, he had 3 Eagle defenders running with him, and he just put it into another gear. Kick is up. Kick is good. Flags on the field.
Touchdown is good.
Hold tight.
Hold for Ian Walsh. 10 minutes, 4 seconds remain in the first half.
Looks like the flag's on the Eagles.
We'll follow the yellow flag.
So Ian Walsh's point after touchdown will count.
As it's against the Eagles.
And 1 minute and 56 seconds into this second quarter, the Shoremen have tied this football game up. It's 7-7. Let's go down on the sideline to Craig Couch. Craig's Sideline Reports brought to you all night long by Stewart Appliance. Name brands you trust, free delivery, financing, and they service what they sell at Stewart's. Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. Couch. Craig, where were you for that handoff?
I was on the 20-yard line over here on the Avon side, got a pretty good look at it. And I tell you what, we complimented the Avon Eagles in the first quarter as DeTilio hooked up with Santee on that beautiful touchdown pass where Santee was wide open over the middle of the field, and what a tremendous call that was. Well, what a tremendous call that was just a minute ago as Wade Nelson, you called it, Ron, went 81 yards, and talk about perfect timing. You saw it right there. As you very appropriately described, if that handoff goes the other direction, it probably gets a yard, maybe 2. But he was in the right place at the right time, and that was sorely, sorely needed by the Avon Lake Shoremen. It just feels like the entire game to this point has been played inside their 30-yard line.
It not only feels it, it has.
And the offense, just struggled in the first quarter to really get anything going at all. If they got a positive play, it was quickly erased by a penalty. So the Shoremen really needed that. And you know what? It gave their defense a little bit of time to catch their breath over on the other side of the field as well.
That sideline report brought to you by not only Craig Couch, but Stewart Appliance. We'd like to thank Stewart for their constant dedication to high school football on AM 930 WEOL, not only this year, but for a lot of years with EOL. So the penalty will be marked off on the kickoff. And Gary, this is one thing I don't understand at any level. If you get penalized on the defensive side on a point after touchdown, I mean, it really doesn't do anything to you as a defense, because the team will kick off the ball, they'll kick it into the end zone. So there's really no penalty. I think there's no gain for the team that was penalized. What I think they should do is, if you get penalized on a point after touchdown, is that one goes into the end zone, so the ball will start at the 20. So let's just use this as the example. Avon was penalized on a point after touchdown. So Avon Lake gets to kick the ball up at the 40 of Avon, and of course it goes into the stands behind the goalpost. It happens in college football. If you get penalized, I think you kick the ball off, and then where you get it, then they back it up the penalty yards. 15 yards, 10 yards, 5 yards, whatever the penalty was. Because then that penalty actually means something. Right now, in the way that it's done, it means absolutely nothing other than a touchback.
Well, and let's not discount the value of a touchback. It is nice to have a touchback and make a team start at the 20 and have no return. You don't have to cover. You don't have to do anything. But I understand what you're saying. Yes, penalize them after whatever happens on the kickoff.
That's my case, Gary Pelter.
That's your case, and you're sticking to it.
DeTilio's going to throw right side. Quick pass out to Santee. And Cam gets a first down plus about 3 more yards. It goes from the 20 to the 33 in a hurry. Right flat pass towards that Avon bench. Picked up 13.
But Santee gets the Eagles first down.
Avon coming off a loss a week ago to Glenville, in which Coach Mike Elder said, we have had an inflated image of ourselves. Glenville came up, and they beat us up pretty good. Caffey with the handoff, and Caffey run out of bounds at the 34. He'll pick up 2. Run out of bounds there by Derek McCrum.
Gets the ball out about a yard on the
McCrum, the 6'2 junior,
by number 10, Derek.
that will linebacker. I talked about the sophomore and the freshman that start on that offensive line for Avon Lake. On the defensive side, got a lot of juniors starting on this defensive side. McCrum's one of them.
For the Eagles.
DeTilio will keep it, looking to pass over the middle. Contact on the ball, no flag thrown. Ball falls incomplete. Sandwiching.
Number 22, Drew Lindsay.
That was Drew Lindsay that tried to catch the football, and sandwiching him defensively was Keegan Ruddick and Jason Krukowski.
Well, you said contact, and I thought there was going to be a flag thrown out there, but the officials didn't see it that way.
Well, what are they marking off right now? Nothing. The back judge just marking his spot. He looked like he was marking off yards. So it's a third and call it almost 10.
Eagles.
The Eagles need to get to the 43. DeTilio to throw, pressure over the middle. Good dump pass with room to run, crossing the 40 to the 45. And it's a first down again to Santee. That little dump over the middle to Cam Santee is working right now for Avon.
And Santee with the first down.
Santee lines up at tight end on the right side. Comes up about 3 yards and cuts right across the middle. He finds the hole in that defense for Avon Lake. He settles into an open spot, and DeTilio's been very patient in finding him. So it's 1st and 10 Avon at the 47. DeTilio will keep it himself. He'll go right side, get up to midfield, and he's brought down there at midfield, brought down by Avery Biancourt.
And met up with number 2, Jason Krukowski.
So it's a pickup of 3. It's a 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. This offense on the season, Gary and Craig, has 606 yards rushing in 3 games. You do the math. They're very effective rushing the football. DeTilio to throw. DeTilio again to a back out over the middle. It's Austin Mitchell, the tight end. Mitchell caught it at the 47. And he was run out of bounds into the Avon sideline at the 47.
He picked up 2 yards, and he got tackled hard over there on the sidelines, but he popped up and handed the ball to the official and came back to the huddle.
Hayden Blosser on the tackle. Blosser, another junior in that defensive backfield for Avon Lake. Third down and 4 for the Eagles. They're at the Shorman 47. Caffey along with DeTilio in the backfield. DeTilio going to quick throw out. He's got room. First down and more across the 40. And Avon down to the 39-yard line. That pass complete to Abe Saleh.
Saleh brought down by Keegan Ruddick.
Mark it at the 39.
Eagles first down.
This is what Coach Kostelnik wanted to do. He wanted to make Sam DeTilio throw the ball. And guess what? So far, Sam has met the challenge. Got to give that senior quarterback credit. DeTilio to throw again from his own 39. Deep ball right side. Short. Oh, it was caught. Going for the interception and missing it was Keegan Ruddick. And pulling in the pass for the touchdown was Ethan Holbrook. The pass was short. Ruddick was convinced he had an interception.
31-yard touchdown pass.
His jump wasn't enough, though. And Holbrook backstepped into the end zone.
Ethan Holbrook.
They're calling that a 31-yard touchdown pass.
So 31 yards, DeTilio to Ethan Holbrook on a pass where everybody held their breath because it looked like an interception and it turned into a touchdown. Let's go down on the sidelines to Craig Couch. Craig's sideline report brought to you all night long by Stewart's TV and Appliance. The name brand you trust at Stewart's. Free delivery, financing, and they service what they sell. Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. Craig?
Well, I tell you what, guys. That happened right in front of me, and I thought for sure Keegan Ruddick was going to get an interception right there at about the 10-yard line, but he was just a step off from picking that off. He stopped and jumped, and it ball sailed just out of his reach. If he keeps going for another maybe half step, he's got himself a pick.
And Craig, those Shorman defensive backs this year in 3 games have 5 interceptions. So they play it well. And Ruddick has 2. Pearden Pepe has 2. Ruddick has 2. So Ruddick knows what an interception looks like. Hayden Blosser's got the 5th one. That one, he's going to see that one in his nightmares, though. It's 14-7. Avon over Avon Lake. 7:22 left to play in this opening half. Warwick, who kicked the point after touchdown, will kick it off. He has consistently put it into the end zone tonight for Avon. Nelson and Benedict set to return. Nelson will receive it in the end zone, and the Shorman will start off first and 10 at their own 20. Gary, help me. I'm out of breath.
Well, it's been a very exciting first half of the ball game, and that was a great drive by Avon, and they definitely answered the Avon Lake Shorman with their touchdown. Let's see what the Shorman can do coming back the other way. They are going to start from their 20-yard line. That last touchdown drive was 8 plays, 80 yards on a 31-yard touchdown pass for the Eagles, and that puts them up 14-7.
So we'll see how the Shorman answer. Their senior quarterback in the shotgun standing at his own 15. Avon showing blitz. They come left side. Quick out to Stewie. Stewie caught it at the 27. He fumbled the football. Stewie fumbled at the 27. Avon has recovered it at the 34. The Shorman want the ball marked down. The coaching staff is on the field. There's actually a ball marker down, an orange ball marker that officials will throw to mark the ball down at the 27.
And here's the problem. The receiver was laying on top of the defender. He was not touching the ground in any situation where he would have been down. He was, in essence, rolling on top of the defender, and that's why they're saying it's a fumble.
And it's a fumble. The Avon sideline erupts. The officials have made it official. Boy, in a game like this, penalties and turnovers will not be your friend.
I hate to tell the fans here on that Avon Lake side, but that's the reason it got ruled that way, was because the receiver was never actually touching the ground.
So the Eagles will have the football on the 34 of Avon Lake. Shorman defense says Nothing new. We've been here all night long.
Following the fumble, the Eagles get the football.
That Shorman defense has got to be getting tired, though. I don't know what the breakdown is in time of possession tonight, but it has to be significantly in the favor of the Avon Eagles. So that means that defense for Avon Lake, that stellar defense, one of the best around, they've been on the field an awful long time in the first 17 minutes of this football game. Whistle before the snap. Avon wants a timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to high school football on AM 930 WEOL with 7:13 left to play in this opening half. It's Avon 14, Avon Lake 7.
This time to recognize all the servicemen and women, both past and present.
You're in a car accident.
Please, if you have ever worn the uniform, rise, as we'd like to thank you for your dedicated service to this great nation. Let's give them a round of applause. And may we never forget Avon Lake High School alumni captain, Mike Metter. Again, we thank you for your service.
Wake up. GallonLaw.com. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash.
So the Eagles break the huddle out of that timeout. Ron Yance, Gary Pelter, Craig Couch, along with you tonight on the Gridiron Clash on AM 930 WEOL. Jared Kozar along with us. Jared, our MVP of everything possible to bring you a high school broadcast week in and week out. DeTilio's in the shotgun. He'll get the snap. He'll look to pass. DeTilio looking down middle of the field. He's got Caffey open at the 15, and Jacorian Caffey is tackled at the 13. But it's a big gain. Jeremy Zick with the tackle. Check that, Kevin Baker. Kevin Baker with the tackle.
This one is inside the 15 to the 13.
So the Shoremen have done a good job of stopping the run, but they have not done a good job of stopping the passing game for Avon. The Eagles have gone over 300 yards in 3 games. Zick to throw it again. Screen is set up to the tight end. Catching it and running it is Austin Mitchell. Mitchell over the 10, and he's inside. He's down at the 6, maybe the 7-yard line to Austin Mitchell. He's a load, Gary, 6'2", 240, and he looks even bigger than that. Maybe it's just the single digit on his jersey, the number 1, that makes him look so wide, but he looks like he is a beast to bring down.
Well, he's gotten the ball several times this evening already, and he has looked like he's been a tough one to get down, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 situation.
Mitchell will line up again at tight end. DeTilio will hand off, fake it to Caffey, go in himself, down to the 1. They're going to mark him in. They're going to mark him down to the...
Follows the hole on the right side.
I'm not sure what the holding call. There was never any type of indication as to how that play ended by the officials. It was near the end line, the end zone line.
Yeah, the only thing we knew was that it wasn't a touchdown.
And it's a hold on the Eagles.
So the Eagles have held, and that will back them up 10 yards, and that's good news for Avon Lake. Sam DeTilio has been masterful running this Avon offense so far. Well, that hold must have came at the very end of that play, because the 10 yards only backed them up to the 12. Eagles looking to the sideline, getting the call. 5:57 and counting left to play in this opening half. It's Avon 14, Avon Lake 7. Caffey on the left hip of DeTilio. 5 wide receivers set. Mitchell in motion, the tight end. DeTilio going to run it left. Looked right. He runs left back to the middle of the field and right into Connor Nilsson. Nilsson will tackle him at the 9. DeTilio is going to pick up about 4 yards, though.
Number 10, Derek McCrum, and number 63, Connor Nilsson. 4-yard gain on the play.
Well, with that 4-yard pickup, it bringing up a 3rd down and 6. I'm going to say this is going to be, well, I don't know. I'm going to say Avon might have a nice kicking game, so they might try a field goal if they come up a little short here.
3rd and 6. DeTilio waits the snap, gets it, rolls right, looking right, throws right, intercepted. DeTilio's pass intercepted.
Shorman Interception by number 10, Derek McCrum.
Derek McCrum, the Will linebacker, was completely in the passing lane. It was like DeTilio was throwing it to him.
Well,
that is the 6th interception on the season for the Shoremen.
I was going to say, Avon doesn't have to debate whether they're going to go for a field goal or not on 4th down now.
In a crazy first half that has been completely, at least statistically in time of possession and field possession, dominated by Avon. Gary, it's 14-7. It's a one-score game.
1st and 10,
Shoreman with the football at their own 16 after the interception. Big defensive play by McCrum. Zick to pass over the middle. Caught. 1st down to the 30. That quick hitter to Isaac Richardson.
Number 11, Isaac Richardson.
I think if they're going to be effective in the passing game, they've got to have quick drops, short routes, and get the ball out quickly before that Avon defense can get to Zick.
Well, yeah, they don't need that defensive heat coming at them.
1st and 10, Sharman.
Brown's cornerback Greg Newsom in attendance tonight. He's on the track on the Avon sideline. That inside information brought to us by Claire Geary, now a news producer at Channel 5 and an Avon Lake High School graduate. Thank you, Claire, for that tip. Brown's corner, Greg Newsom on the sideline. Handoff Wade Nelson. Nelson from the 30, pushes the pile up to the 37-yard line. They'll mark him near the 38. Browns, of course, start their season on Sunday against the Panthers. Jared Kosar just wondered, shouldn't Newsom be in Carolina already? Well, let's hope Claire's report is correct, and it is actually Greg Newsom. Flight probably leaves tomorrow. Handoff again. Again, it's Nelson on 2nd and short, and they're going to lose yards. Line of scrimmage was at the 38. Going to get it back to the 37.
Might have made it to the line of scrimmage.
Shoreman will face a 3rd and a long 3.
Led by number.
Boy, this is a drive that's got to count for Avon Lake. Avon will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They won the opening toss and deferred to the 2nd half. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left to play opening half. It has certainly been entertaining.
Down 3.
Big plays have led to all 3 touchdowns in this game. Nelson needed 3, he's not going to get it. Ran hesitant into that offensive line, and that defense for Avon was standing up and ready to play. They dropped him for another 1-yard loss, 2-yard loss, all the way back to the 35.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go with that one. You said he ran hesitant,
but he did, didn't he?
I think when he looked up, there was nothing but bodies in front of him. There was nowhere to go. Even bouncing that outside, there was no room.
4th down and 5 for the Sherman.
So Avon has gotten good pressure on Ian Walsh on his punts, his 2 punts. This time they send only 1 man in. Walsh gets the punt off. It's a great one, all the way back to the 19. Straight up the middle of the field. Big return for Avon, though. It's Holbrook across the 50. Holbrook at the 45, finally brought down at the 42. Ethan Holbrook took that pass, or that kick, that punt, over his shoulder at the 19, went straight up the middle of the field, broke to the outside, and it's a huge return for the Eagles of Avon.
I'm going to say about 42 yards, somewhere around there.
By number 99, the punter.
Brought down by the punter. Last man standing. So the Eagles, with 2:31 left to play in this half, will have it once again in Avon Lake territory.
Well, and here's the thing. You talked about it a little while ago about the time of possession. We don't have that. We don't have to keep track of that up here. But the Avon Lake defense has had their back to the wall so much. And that one time, even after you saw such a great punt, it almost outkicked the coverage, and now once again their defense has got their back to the wall.
DeTilio to throw, rushed and sacked by Caden Peters. Boy, credit the defensive backs that time for Avon Lake, though. They did a great job as Avon sent out 4 receivers and a pass play from the snap. Their coverage was so great, it allowed Caden Peters to get in and get that sack. Loss of 1.
2nd down, 11.
DeTilio and Caffey in the backfield. Evan Huff, the tight end, in motion. DeTilio throwing back, and it's a short toss at the feet of Ja'Cory and Caffey.
The pass intended for number 44 falls in.
Guys, Claire Geary from Channel 5, news producer, Avon Lake alum, just sent us photo proof of Greg Newsom.
And that'll bring up the third down and 11.
Photo proof of the Browns cornerback out of Northwestern. Outstanding young corner for the Browns here at the game tonight.
Oh, I think you picked a good one to go to.
14-7 Avon, minute 54 left to play first half. 3rd and 11 from the 43 of Avon Lake. Tilio to pass, looking downfield, still looking downfield, rushes on, pass is short and it's picked. Picked off by Avon. Avon Lake with a pass, interception, plenty of room to run. At the 25, down to the 15, and guess who it is again? It's Derek McCrum. How about that?
Huge defensive play right there for Avon Lake. And he had Keegan Ruddick in front of him, got a couple of nice blocks down there, but just couldn't get enough to clear him to go the whole pick six, but he set the Shoreman up in great field position.
By number 10, Derek McCrum.
Minute 38 to go in this first half of play.
1st and 10 from the Avon 13 after the McCrum interception and return. Zick to pass. Left flat. Tackle broke at the 12. Flag on the play. Gain of about 2. It went to Isaac Richardson. Really went nowhere. And let's see who the penalty's on. It's probably got a holding call on Avon Lake.
Number 21, Cam Santee on
Ouch.
the stop.
And once again, the Avon Lake Shoremen get a penalty, and it's been very, very hard for them to overcome penalties in this first half of play.
This one comes back against the Shoremen.
So they'll mark off 10. That'll take it back to the 22.
58-yard interception return.
That return was 68 yards for Derek McCrum. He'd love to see his teammates make it count as they punch it in, if they punch it in. McCrum's now in the offensive set. He'll line up split at right end. Zick, the quarterback, by himself. McCrum now in motion. Handoff will go to McCrum. He'll try the left side at the 20 to the 15, and Derek's down inside the 15, tackled and spotted at the 14.
Inside the 15.
So he'll get the 10 yards back.
On the stop for the Eagles.
Which is a big play.
23, Gavin Earnhardt.
Clock's at 49 seconds and counting. Avon Lake with 2 timeouts left. Play comes in. Bringing it in from that Avon Lake sideline is Pepe Pearden. Clock's at 38 seconds. Avon Lake still in the huddle. Now they break it. Clock's at 35. 2nd and 10, but that really matters not. It's the seconds that count. We're at 29. Zick still waiting for the snap. Handoff, fake handoff to McCrum. Zick kept it up the middle, gets a yard. Avon Lake's going to need a timeout. Matt Costelnick calls it. And with 22 seconds, he's going to bring his offense to the sideline and talk it over. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Craig Couch. Craig Couch, of course, brought to you all night long by Stewart Appliance. The name brands that you trust, free delivery, financing, and they service what they sell at Stewart's. Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. Craig Couch?
Well, guys, got to tell you, a couple of interceptions here at the end of the first half has really taken the shine, I guess you could say, off of what otherwise I think has been an outstanding performance by quarterback Sam Detilio for the Avon Eagles. Want to also mention Derek Crum and his 2 interceptions, guys. I've been watching him throughout the course of the ball game tonight, and prior to his first interception, I don't think we mentioned his name once, but I can tell you that he has been extremely active all over the field. I've got him for at least a couple solo tackles, and he's been in on several others. So, again, Derek Crum having a heck of a ball game here, at least in the first half so far, and I'm sure he wants to carry that over into the second half.
Craig Couch, thank you. On the sideline by Stewart Appliance. We'll take this short timeout for his station identification.
WEOL, Elyria, Lorraine, Medina.
Back on the field, the whistle has been blown. We're ready to play football. 22 seconds left to play, opening half. Shoreman with the football. They are 14 yards outside the end zone of Avon. Zick to throw. Complete to Stewie. Down to the 3 and run out of bounds. far sideline near that Avon band that's ready to play here at halftime.
6 pass is complete to number 84, Matthew Stewie.
Shorman needed 11 to get a first down. It's real close to that.
I was going to say, I thought they got it, but they're going to say it's 4th down out there. Or not.
Well, they've taken the yard markers away.
And they're going to call it a first down.
And they're going to call it a first down. So with one timeout and 16.6 seconds left, the Shoremen have the football, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line of the Avon Eagles. Coming off the bench, coming into the football game for Avon Lake, Jeremy Broush. Broush lines up as a fullback.
And that's a timeout for the
And Avon didn't like the formation. They have called timeout. Mike Elder has one timeout left. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on AM 930 WEOL.
The Ohio Army National Guard is comprised of people from all walks of life, ready to serve our state and the nation at a moment's notice. Most recently involving the floods in Kentucky, our men and women were there to answer the call. To learn more about becoming a hometown hero, visit nationalguard.com/Ohio. You may text Staff Sergeant George Dietzel at 216-543-7238. The Ohio Army National Guard.
Ron Yance, Gary Pelter, Craig Couch along with you tonight on the Gridiron Clash on AM 930 WEOL. Here's where we stand at Memorial Stadium. 16.6 seconds left, opening half, in a very entertaining, as expected, football game between two of the top programs in northeastern Ohio. It's 14-7 Avon. The Shoremen of Avon Lake have it on the Avon 3-yard line. 1st and goal with 16.6 seconds left. Stewie, a favorite target, is in the game. He's left. To the left of Zick, the quarterback.
And another timeout.
And Avon has now called a timeout. We've got timeouts to get in because we haven't gotten many in the first half. So why not take another one? Let's get our sponsors in. We've got great ones all season long. One more on AM 930.
Your home should be comfortable. Call Luxury Heating.
You're just doing one with this, right?
Yes, please.
Specialists, now celebrating their 75th anniversary. Family owned and operated since 1947, Luxury Heating Company is known for honest service, friendly customer care, quality craftsmanship, and reliable products. Air duct cleaning too. Call now or visit luxuryheatingco.com. Protect yourself from rising energy costs with a new high-efficiency train comfort system from Luxury Heating Company. It's hard to stop a train.
You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash.
And how important is this next play in the grand scape of this football game? So important that both head coaches have called timeouts as both teams have lined up to take the snap. Shoreman quickly out of the backfield. Zick at quarterback, 5 receivers set. This is it. Zick with a snap, big rush. Zick over the middle, pass to the end zone to the 1. They'll call it a touchdown. Luke Stewie, the sophomore, caught it, reached out for it, lost it when he went down. The ball popped loose, but they'll say that he got the football over the goal line before contact with the field caused the fumble. It's a touchdown for the sophomore, Luke Stewie. That one happened in the blink of an eye. 4 seconds were all that went off the clock. Point after touchdown is up and good by Ian Walsh. And the Shoremen have tied this football game. It's 14-14, 12 seconds left. Let's go to Craig Couch, who had a sideline view of that touchdown, that huge play from 3 yards out. Craig?
Yeah, just a tremendous effort by Stewie. It looked like he was going to be stopped just a hair short, but he stretched out and got the ball across the plane And again, just a tremendous athletic effort by Stewie to get that touchdown there moments ago. And boy, 14-14, who would have thought that back towards the end of the first quarter when, as we talked about, at least to that point, the entire game had been played on the Avon Lake side of the football field.
Well, you know, Craig and Gary, coming into this game, we talked about this defense for Avon Lake and how dominant it has been. Craig, you mentioned early on they had given up only 1 touchdown in the first 3 games of the season. They've given up 2 tonight, but let's make this no small matter. They have had their backs against their proverbial own end zone the entire night against a team that's expected to run deep into the Division II state playoffs. And they have done outstanding work, and they are the reason, their defense, that this game is tied at 14.
And number 4, Lance St.
Well, the defense is not only bent, but did not break a couple of times. They also came up with a couple of big turnovers to give their team some opportunities.
Kick goes deep into the end zone, so the Eagles will get it at their 20-yard line with 12 seconds and 1 timeout left. Let's see what Mike Elder plans to do.
We'll begin this drive on their own.
You know, you could say play it safe and hand it off, but when you're handing it off to Jacorian Caffey, he could turn a simple handoff into an 18 or an 80-yard touchdown run. He is that type of talented player. Caffey will come out along with the rest of his teammates and his senior quarterback, Sam DiTilio.
Well, the thing they won't want to do right here,
they're
and
just
they're not lining up for it, is, no interceptions.
Yeah, that's a snap, and kneel down. We'll go into halftime.
That is
Craig Couch is going to
the end of your first half.
work his way on the field and try to find one of the coaches. We'll give Craig a moment to get to. He's going to Coach Kostelnik. It looks like as Coach Kostelnik is. And we're going to go down to the field to Craig. Craig's with Matt Kostelnik. Craig?
Coach, 14-14 at halftime. I'm sure you'd prefer to have the lead, but you played the entire first half, so it seems, with your back against the end zone. How do you feel about the score?
Hold on, wait. Come back. Are we to come back? I know, I'm waiting for the people to pass by and then we're going.
I mean, we might want to do.
Come back, right? Come back, right? No, come back, right? Like I'm supposed to come back. Yeah. All right, we're coming.
selection tonight is our opener for our show entitled Elements. Here is In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins and Rocket Man by Elton John.
I don't see the pigtails yet. Clarinets on both sides.
$101 in monetary donations. The food and cash combined represents approximately 91,531 pounds of food. This is all for Community Resource Services Pantry. On behalf of CRS, they thank you for making the difference right here at home. And now, congratulations to the winner of the 12th Annual Super Bowl Food Drive, Avon High School. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for everything you've displayed this evening. Avon and Avon Lake first played each other in football in 1939. Including regular seasons and the playoffs, the teams have played 43 times prior to tonight's game, including the recent state. The record now stands at 20 wins for the Shoremen and 23 wins for the Eagles. To recognize this friendly rivalry, the Avon Lions Club is sponsoring the Silver Rail Rivalry Trophy. With Avon Lake's thrilling win at South in 2021, the Shoremen currently possess the trophy. The trophy signifies the railroad tracks which serve as the boundary between Avon and Avon Lake. The trophy will be presented by the Avon Lions Club to the winner of tonight's game, as they will retain the trophy until next year. The Silver Rail Trophy will be presented to the coaches and the players at the conclusion of tonight's game. Thank you. And welcome to the second half of tonight's football game, Avon High School versus Avon Lake Shoremen. This evening, $50 to Patty Nussler, $100 to Tara Henry, $150 to Joe Bologna. Tonight's $200 winner, Dave DeLugas. $50 to Patty Nussler, $100 to Tara Henry, $150 to Joe Bologna. Congratulations to everyone, as now Ian Walsh gets ready to kick the football. Tommy Tachek takes the ball at the 7-yard line, gets it across the 20 to the 25, close to the 30. Then brought down by number 20, Will Sindelar. DeTilio at quarterback. Down the middle of the field, the number 22, Drew Lindsay. Lindsay with a nice catch, moves the football well into Shoreman territory, down to the 22. Then brought down by number 17, Hayden Blosser. 1st and 10 Eagles. DeTilio keeps the football Gets close to the 20. Covered up by number 2, Jason Krakowski. And number 63, Connor Nilsson. They mark him for a 1-yard gain on the play. DeTilio swings it out to number 80. That's Abe Saleh, or Maxey. On a stop for the Shoreman, number 39, Jeremy Broush. Short of the first down, third down, 2 Eagles. Caffey picks up the first down. Brought down by number 5, Kevin Baker, along with number 51, Caden Peters. From the 11, it'll be 1st and 10, Eagles. DeTilio right behind Caffey on the run, brought down by number 2, Jason Krakowski, along with number 83, Avery Viancourt. 3-yard gain on the play, 2nd down, 7, Eagles. DeTilio's pass is complete to Austin Mitchell at the 5-yard line. Mitchell goes down on a stop by number 17, Hayden Blosser. Third down, 3 Eagles. Caffey with a score. Touchdown, Avon. Caffey with the 5-yard score. That'll bring in Warwick to kick. Warwick's kick is good. And now at the stadium, we have a score of Avon 21, Avon Lake 14. Attention, please. We'd like to have Edward Peter please join us in the press box. That's Edward Peter. We do have a driver's license that has been misplaced. And we ask Edward Peter to join us in the press box. touchdown. Shorman, touchdown. "98-yard touchdown run, kickoff return for Wade Nelson." And now we have a score at Memorial Stadium. Your Shoremen 21 and the Eagles 21. Back to receive for the Eagles, number 2, Tachek, along with number 14, Paul Leftrick, and number 4, Daniel Colburn. Ian Walsh to kick. This one sails into the end zone. That'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line for the Eagles. Detilio, it's Lindsay in the middle of the field out to the 35-yard line, closer to the 36. And on the play for the Shoremen, number 7, Pearden Pepe, along with number 1, Keegan Ruddick. Detilio's pass intended for Drew Lindsay, incomplete. On the play for the Shoremen, number 1, Keegan Ruddick, along with number 5, Kevin Baker. The incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. Caffey takes the handoff, picks up a couple of yards on the play. Brought down by number 5, Kevin Baker, along with number 1, Keegan Ruddick. 3rd down, 8 for the Eagles. DeTilio's pass intended for Caffey goes incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down. And on the play for the Shoremen, number 10, Derek McCrum. In punting formation for the Eagles, Ty Beerbaum. Pepe lines up around the 30-yard line of the Shoremen. That was Warwick's punt. Pepe gets it out to the 38 on a stop for the Eagles, number 20, Matt Fisher, along with 21, Adam Ali, and number 24, Nick Fouts. First and 10, Shoreman. This play has been whistled dead with the pass completion down around the 20. Whistles blown. And that's a long way to run. We do have a car that needs to be moved that's in the south circle at the entrance of the high school. That's the south side. It's in a fire lane. The pass play was ruled incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Shoremen. Krakowski with the call, picks up a quick 4 on the play, covered up by number 25, Cole Panessa. Marked a 3-yard gain. We'll call it 3rd down and 7. Jeremy Zick with the keeper and the 1st down as he gets it across the 50 and covered up, or rather spilled by number 2, Tommy Tachek. Tachek puts him down at the 48-yard line of the Eagles. 1st and 10, Shoreman. Krakowski takes the handoff and met in the backfield by a handful of Eagles led by number 50, Amin Abdul or slash A, and number 1, Austin Mitchell. Zick's pass intended for Matthew Stewie. Falls low and incomplete, and that'll bring up the 3rd down and 11 for the Shoremen. Zick's pass is complete to number 1, Keegan Ruddick. On coverage for the Eagles, number 24, Nick Fouts. First down, Shoreman. Wade Nelson looking for room. Met at the line of scrimmage. On a stop for the Eagles, number 15, Evan Garcia. And an official's timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, pull your yellow tickets out. We have a real nice total for you tonight on the 50-50 raffle. Wade Nelson's coming up okay. And someone else is going to be happy tonight. Tonight's total, you will collect $1,885. Second down, 8. Zick on the keeper. Loose football covered up by the Shoreman. And that'll leave the Shoreman with a 3rd down and 8. And the winner of tonight's $1,800, number 2827, 2827. Tonight's winner picks up $1,885. $1,885 goes to Learwood football. Timeout, Shoreman. Oh, is this the... So long. with the football in Eagles territory at the 23. Third down 11, Shorman. Zick's pass intercepted. The pass intercepted at the 7-yard line by the Eagles, number 2, Tommy Tachek. And the officials will confer. It is Eagles football from their own 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles. Caffey, the ball carrier, number 28. Jacorian Caffey out to maybe the 24. There's an official timeout. On the stop for the Shoremen, number 83, Avery Viancourt. Also on the play for the Shoremen, number 39, Jeremy Broush. One quick announcement, the Shore Gals will be playing golf against Midview at Brentwood Monday, September 12th. Tee time 3:30, that's Shore Gals Golf at Midview. The cross-country teams will run at the Tiffin Cross Country Carnival tomorrow. Good luck to everyone that's cross-country at the Tiffin Carnival tomorrow. Zatilio's pass is complete to number 21, Cam Santee. Santee brought down by number 1, Keegan Ruddick. Zatilio, the ball carrier, on the quarterback keeper. Every bit of the first down, then brought down by number 2, Jason Krakowski. We still have a car on the south side entrance of the high school. It must be removed if it hasn't already, as it's in a fire lane. And Caffey moves the football to the 6-yard line on a stop for the Shoremen. Pearton Pepe, along with number 5, Kevin Baker. Number 28, Caffey, inside the 5. Number 39, Jeremy Broush, along with number 87, Carter Sargent on the stop. Second down, 3 Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles. DeTilio with a 3-yard touchdown run. We're still waiting for tonight's winner to collect the money up here in the press box. That winning number is 2827. And it's okay if you don't show up. I'll take it home. The field goal attempt is good. The extra point is good. Bringing the score here, Eagles 28, Shoreman 21. Edward Peter to the press box. Edward Peter, we have something that belongs to you. Warwick sets up at the 40 as he'll kick to number 25, Anthony Benedict, and number 24, Wade Nelson. And that'll be a touchback. The Shoremen will begin this drive at their own 20. Benedict gets the call and gets it over the 20 to about the 22. On a stop for the Eagles, number 37, Ryan Bingham. 1 yard gain, bringing up a 2nd down and 9 for the Shoremen. Zick's pass is complete to number 84, Matthew Stewie. In coverage for the Eagles, number 23, Gavin Earhart. Third down and 8 for the Eagles. Third down, 8 for the Shoremen. Zick's pass is complete to number 16, Luke Stewie. Good enough for a first down. then brought down by number 2, Tommy Tuchek, and number 15, Evan Garcia. We're at the end of the third quarter with a score here at the stadium. The Eagles 28, your Shoreman 21. Let's give our varsity football cheerleaders a little bit of recognition tonight, beginning with Carly Armbrecht. Libby Beckman. Madison Backelman. And Claire Cadlin. Ella Corbo. Lainey Forthover. Sloan Hall. Taylor Head. Eliana Johnson. Bella Klimkowski. Kennedy Koski. Elle Pence. Marissa Vlasic. And Alexia Wenz. The Shoreman football cheerleaders for 2022. Handoff goes to Keegan Ruddick. Ruddick brought down by number 21, Cam Santee. Second down, 10, Shoreman. Six pass intended for Matthew Stewie, falls incomplete on coverage for the Eagles. Number 11, Joe Weatherspoon. Also out there for the Eagles, number 20, Matt Fisher. And we have another car in a fire lane. This is a white Chevy Suburban. South Circle. It will be towed sometime after the yellow flag hits the ground. It will be towed. White Chevy Suburban in a fire lane, and it must be removed or it will be removed for you. sake, brought down in the backfield. It's a quarterback sack for number 28, Jakorian Kafi, along with number 50, Amin Abdul. Avon Lake in punting formation. It'll go out to either number 5, Ethan Holbrook, or number 15, Evan Garcia. Garcia, from his own 49-yard line, skips along past the yellow flag, gets the ball into Shorman territory, brought down by number 36, Landon Lydiard. And a white Chevy Suburban with the license plate GKV 3333. That's 4 3s. You are going to have your vehicle removed shortly. Tilio's pass is complete. It looked like number 81, Braden Fitchko. It's enough for the first down. And they will confer as to whether it was complete in play or out of bounds. First down, Eagles. Tilio has to get rid of the football, flips it out to number 44, Evan Huff, but it's incomplete. And coverage for the Sherman, number 28, CJ Garule. Second down, 10 for the Eagles. Gavin Earnhardt, the ball carrier, with a big gain. A long one for the Eagles before he's brought down by number 17, Aiden Blosser. It's an official timeout on the field. And that's just enough time to announce that tonight's winnings have not been claimed. One more time on that number 2827. Touchdown Eagles. Warwick's point after touchdown is good. And there are 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter with a score. The Avon Eagles 35, your Shoreman 21. The Shoremen put number 24, Wade Nelson, along with 25, Anthony Benedict, out for the return. Seth Warwick to kick for the Eagles. Sails into the end zone for the touchback. And the Shoremen start this drive on their own 20 with 10 minutes remaining. Sixth pass intended for Wade Nelson falls incomplete. And on coverage for the Eagles, number 20, Matt Fisher. Second down, 10, Shoreman. Sixth pass is complete to Matt Stewie. On a stop for the Eagles, number 2, Tommy Tachek. Matthew Stewie with a first down for the Shoremen. Zick, the ball carrier, close to the first down on the keeper. He's brought down by number 2, Tommy Tachek. And they mark it a first down Shoreman on their own 44-yard line. Nelson takes the handoff and immediately met by number 1, Austin Mitchell, for no gain. And that'll bring up a second down and 10 for the Shoremen. Six pass intended for number 84, Matthew Stewie. Incomplete on coverage for the Eagles, Matt Fisher. Along with number 2, Tommy Tachek. This will bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Shoremen. Six pass is complete to Matthew Stewie. Number 37, Ryan Bingham, runs him out of bounds. Edward Peter Deeb. We have your license up here in the press box. That's Mr. Deeb. Zick goes down inside the 40. On the sack for the Eagles, number 23, Gavin Earhart. Timeout, Shoreman. I'd like to remind everyone that the junior varsity football game will be tomorrow at 10 o'clock in Avon. Another version of the Eagles against the Shoremen in junior varsity football tomorrow. Third down now, and 24 for the Shoremen. Zick's pass is complete to number 10, Derek McCrum. McCrum dropped at the 47 by a handful of Eagles. Avon Lake will line up in punting formation now as the Eagles send their 2 receivers back. Evan Garcia collects the football at the 37-yard line of the Eagles. And there's 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Number 5, Ethan Holbrook on the end around. Picks up 7, maybe 8 on the play. On the stop for the Shoreman, number 28, C.J. Garuli, along with number 83, Avery Viancourt. Kathy, the ball carrier, picks up another first down, moves it to around the 40 in Shoreman territory, then brought down by number 17, Aiden Blosser, along with number 7, Pearden Pepe. 1st and 10, Eagles. Kathy, the ball carrier, jumps over number 65 and gets the ball out to the 37-yard line. Then covered up by number 2, Jason Krakowski, bringing up the 2nd down and 7 now for the Eagles. On the stop for the Shoreman, number 2, Jason Krakowski, along with number 83, Avery Viancourt. 3rd down, 6 now for the Eagles. Timeout, Eagles. We'd like to remind everyone that you're invited to stay for the presentation by the Avon Lions Club. Again, the Silver Rail Rivalry Trophy will be handed out immediately at the conclusion of tonight's game. Third down and 6 now for the Eagles. Caffey gets the call and gets the first down. He moves the ball to about the 25-yard line, then brought down by C.J. Gurule. And we have another official's timeout. First and 10, Eagles. Jacorian Caffey, again, the ball carrier, gets the ball across the 20, the 15, to about the 10. And then caught up by number 70, Lewis Gallagher, along with number 28, C.J. Garule. From the 10-yard line, it's first and goal for the Eagles. Caffey put down at the 1-yard line, short of the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And the point after is good. There's just a minute and 22 seconds left in this game. With the score here at Memorial Stadium, the Eagles 42 and the Shoremen 21. Benedict and Nelson at the 5-yard line for the Shoremen. Warwick to kick. And the officials will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Shoremen. And at quarterback for the Shoremen, number 14, Alex Affolter. Affolter hands off to number 25, Anthony Benedict. Benedict picks up 6. And it's a 2nd down 4 for the Shoremen. Affolter fakes the handoff, keeps the football, and moves it out past the 1st down marker as he's brought down by number 23, Gavin Earhart. 1st and 10, Shoremen. Benedict gets the call, and a yellow flag comes out. On a stop for the Eagles, number 5, Ethan Holbrook. And there's a face mask. Which will cost the Eagles some yardage. Benedict with a 2-yard gain to end the ball game. And here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium, it's over with the Eagles 42 and the Shoremen 21. On the final stop for the Eagles, number 88, Joey Griffiths, along with number 6, Hunter Maxey. And stick around as we have a presentation for you.